outside. What did you think about the O-line performance?
It could have been better. We could have actually been a lot better. I feel like overall we played a okay game. Besides some minor mistakes, I feel like on a couple of plays, if we would have got like 1 or 2 blocks, I feel like we would have busted the game wide open early. Reviewing tape, like I said, if we would have got a few minor mistakes fixed, completed, I feel like we would have scored a lot easier, because I know that it was 1 or 2 blocks away from Adam or Jamal busting open and scoring. So I feel like we played an okay game, but we could have played a lot better.
Is this something they were doing, or like they said that athletes on their defensive front?
No, not in particularly. I just felt like we were probably a step slow, just probably just a little bit of a step slow. I didn't feel like they did anything like fantastic, or they just had better athletes than us. No, I don't feel that at all. I feel like we were just as good as them, but we could play with them in everything. But we're just a step slow.
Did they put a lot of guys? It looked like they were putting a lot of attention to make sure Taysom didn't get outside, and putting a lot of guys to stop the run. Was that kind of their approach, or were they really kind of bottling up the middle?
Yeah. After watching tape, they had a guy, I guess number 7, reading Taysom, confusing our reads. So it was like we, as an O-line, we have our pre-reads, and we leave a man off the edge or a guy for the quarterback to read, and they had 2 off the edge. So it made it confusing for him to read. I guess the guy coming off the edge sometimes. I don't know. I feel like they had a good game plan for us, but I mean, still, I feel like we could have pulled out something great. Just 1 or 2 minor mistakes.
Idaho State's a good chance to iron out some kinks before big road games to finish the season.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to take them lightly. Every opponent that we play, they have the potential to be a great team. So, I mean, yeah, we have to fix some mistakes within practice and go through film and fix some things and get our plays down correct, and get our pass protection things down, and make that all sound and seal. But yeah, I feel like going into this game, we'll definitely have some big plays and do some good things.
Bronco always takes senior days very seriously. How important is it to send this class out in style?
Oh, it's very important, man. I mean, we have the potential, if we take things seriously and go in the right way. I feel like we can definitely end this season out great and finish 10-3. So with the bowl game. So I feel like sending them out with wins and doing it right, I feel like that's just the best way to go. I mean, it's the only way to go, in my opinion.
Your first year here, I mean, it's kind of interesting that it's kind of your last home game at Lavell Edwards Stadium. Talk about your overall, what's it been like for you playing at Lavell Edwards Stadium?
It's been a good experience. I mean, I made some plays that I thought I'd never be able to make, especially coming out of a JUCO. I feel like, like playing in Lavell, like I'd never see myself playing in Lavell Edwards Stadium. So once I was able to play and make some things happen, I feel like it's like a great feeling.
Is it kind of wild to know that it's kind of the end? It's the last home game of the season. Is kind of
yeah, it is. I mean, the season went by really quick. I didn't think it would go this fast, but I mean, like my coach said, he was like, it's going to be the quickest 2 years of your life. So I got to make them count. So I feel like it's wild. It is wild.
Do you spend most of the time just looking at film? Do you guys? I would guess that the focus is pretty much on you guys, but Wisconsin's known for having a pretty good offensive line. Do you look at what they do at all, or is it pretty much more on yourselves examining your own schemes?
Yeah, I mean, because we run 2 totally different styles of offense, and we are different O-linemen, we are different individuals. So, I mean, you can look at somebody's tape and, criticize what they do and how we should learn from that, but overall it's all about how you play with you, like how the way you play and how you play with your unit. So I feel like yeah, you can watch that, but I feel like if you don't look at yourself and critique yourself and critique the mistakes you make and look at some of the things you did right, I feel like that's more important than looking at other teams.